Can't wait. I'm excited. I'm excited about it. All right, bet. What's up? Leo. What's up, Leo? Leo. For real? What? They put my baby on the ring school bus. Oh, the wrong school. Ain't that some shit? How they do that? Hey, what's up, Pink Tara? What's up? What's up? Dang, well, I'm glad you got it straightened out. You know, some motherfucker make sure that shit don't ever happen again. Ever. Ever. What was they thinking? How? Mm. And people, people. Oh, okay, wrong address. Okay. Wasn't the bus driver's fault. Okay, I got you. I got you. Still, that's scary. Very scary. I know. I can't even imagine how I feel if my child's on the wrong bus and I can't, do nothing in the moment that is happening. I'm probably lost my shit. I would have got in my car. I've been driving the school buses. honk, honk, honk. Jay, where my baby at? Is my baby on that bus? Okay. I'll be one of those parents, proudly. I can't wait to have babies. I really can't. I be watching these shows and these movies and stuff, but kids on them and stuff, and the parents having their little experiences or whatever. Like, I'm gonna have fun with my kids. Like, we're gonna, we gonna have fun. We're gonna be one of those households that's like, it's comedy all day, like Roseanne or the Cosby Show or something like that. Confirmation. My household gonna be fun. Nay. All right, let's go. Oh, just FYI, y'all know these work good for if you got like body pains, joint pains especially, like these work good. Like really good. Okay, so if you got body pains like that, right? Get you tuning forks. Get you some tuning forks. Okay. Now I'm not saying in the place of anything else, right? But it does work. Okay, it does work, especially on your third eye, right? Even when your thoughts are scattered, right? You can have scattered thoughts sometimes, right? I'm telling you, if you bang them bitches together and put it where the issue is, it will scatter. It will scatter. All right, so let's get up on in here. Let's get up on in this thing. Pun intended. All right, let's see what's up. Leo, big Leo. Not the little one, the big one. Okay. So something can be significant about a senior, junior to a senior, or senior to a junior. Somebody could be an apprentice. Somebody could be a teacher, okay? Whatever they teach, the student is trying to overtake the teacher, okay? You know how the teacher, no matter what it is, whether it's kung fu or just anything else in life, right? The teacher tends to not teach the student everything that they know, right? Or a specific student, right? They don't teach them everything that they know, right? Okay, those senseis can tell, which one of their students is gonna, be the Judas, right? Be the betrayer, right? Okay, so it's something about that. Maybe somebody likes kung fu movies. Okay, martial arts. Somebody could be a martial artist. All right, mixed martial arts. Somebody could be a fighter. What is that? MMA. You got Mr. Inspired. Okay, the first thing I looked at on the back, it says, do you have someone you find very inspiring? Okay, so somebody finds you inspiring. Okay, you can find somebody else inspiring. I don't know. You looking finely polished, thoroughly groomed, just like this picture, like you're shining, you're sparkling. Something about people are afraid to look in your eyes. Yeah, people are afraid to look in your eyes. Okay, people that liars, deceivers, manipulators. Of course they are. But even people who are not cut from that cloth, they're. I don't know. There's something that your eyes are like. They're deep, right? The eyes are the window to the soul. There's so much behind your eyes, right? People feel like you're scanning them when you look at them. I can't help but scan people, right? There's even sometimes when I'm in a vicinity where I just start getting downloads and stuff about people that I'm just walking by. Like, I don't want to hear some of the shit that I hear, right? I don't want to see some of the shit that I see, right? But sometimes it just, you're an antenna. You know what I'm saying? You're confirmation. You're going to pick up everything along the way. Okay, so that could be significant to some of y'all. Mr. Relieved. Okay, something could be same sex for some of y'all because there's two Misters out here. Okay, got Mrs. Envious, Mr. Indecisive, Mrs. Accepting. For some of y'all, somebody could be jealous because somebody is attracted to or desiring to be with someone of the same sex, whether it's man or woman. Okay, if they left a man going to a woman, no. If they left a woman, if a man left a woman going to a man, the woman's jealous or feeling insecure. If a woman left a man to go to another woman, same as for the man. Okay. Miss Restless. Somebody's excited. Somebody's taming with energy. Okay. Somebody's been like working out, running in place. Somebody's been getting themselves ready for something. Okay. Mr. Optimistic. Yeah. Mr. Content. Mr. Accepting. Somebody is like pumped. Like if they didn't hold on to the ground, or if they didn't hold on to something, they probably float in the air. That's how they feel. So somebody feels like high and lifted up. Misconfused. Okay, you cannot even know who I'm talking about. Okay, or you could, but you cannot. Misexpressive. Okay, this person could be about to make themselves known to you for somebody. All right. Like somebody's been really getting it together. Somebody's been working out. Somebody's been, I don't know. Whatever they've been doing, they're doing it happily. They're doing it excitingly. Okay, or they have been. And something's like the moment of what's the term? Shit, I can't remember the saying. Misaffectionate in the reverse. Mistress. So you're not affectionate to someone anymore, and it's stressing them out. Besides the affection in the reverse, all the other ones are in the upright. So this misaffection in the reverse and this Mrs. Confused is tied together. Okay, so somebody's confused because you're not affectionate with them. They're confused because you don't crack smiles at them. You know what I'm saying? You don't give them glances. You don't try to make eye contact with them. You know what I'm saying? You don't give a fuck about somebody. You really don't. Okay, you want them to know that. Because they act like they don't get it. If you wanted to fuck with them, you would. Just like if they wanted to with you, they would, right? They didn't in the past, did they? You got the picture, didn't you? Okay, so what's their problem? The problem is that they don't want to get the picture. They get it, but they don't want to get it. Somebody's a big ass baby. These grown ass men and women that come up, we talk about every day. Okay, they come up here and they're this and that and they're all this and that, but they're not. They boo-hoo and they cry and they whine and whimper and complain when they're the ones putting themselves exactly where they're complaining about. Then mad because they can't get their way, because the world can't run the way that they want it to run. So all of a sudden they want to kick and scream and roll on the floor and cry and throw a fit, a tantrum and shit. Yeah, I feel like nobody's paying attention to this person anymore. Because, those who were, on their knee pads for this person, they could be not so much anymore. You know what I mean by knee pads. Bobbing for apples. All right, let's see. Somebody following you around like a mangy mutt. It's like you fed somebody, and they've just been coming back ever since. Okay, even though something's been over for some of you. Number 10. Okay. Number 9. 19. Okay, 9 and 1 is 10. So 10, 10 you can be seeing. Number 7. Number 8. So something's increasing. Steadily increasing. Okay, so steady flow of increase. 9, 10, 7, 8. Stillbirth. Oh, that sucks. Somebody could have a stillbirth. We got 4 under. Number 8. Number 10. 94. Somebody could live in apartment 109. Okay, that could be a part of somebody's address. 4910-1094. 1409. Somebody got a 10-year-old, 9-year-old. Okay, we got reset. So somebody's confused on if something can be fixed, if you can start over. Okay, somebody wants to start something over. Number 8. You can feel like this person's on a repetitive cycle. You can feel like this person may do the same thing. Okay. As a matter of fact, for some of you I'm talking to, you cannot even care. So you're not even thinking about what this person may do again, because you're not giving them the opportunity to do it. The number 3, 4 under. There could be 4 people deceased. This number 7. 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh my goodness. 5. Okay. So the only one that's missing is 6. Okay. You got 4, 5. 6 is missing. 7, 8, 9, 10. So you could be seeing those numbers like that. You could be seeing 1, 2, 3, 4. You could be seeing 1, 2, 3. 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. And when I cut the deck, number 6 after number 5. So it's giving me like no matter what happened or no matter what happens or occurs, something is going to be in alignment. Something is going to always be in order. Okay, no matter what anybody tries to do to make that not a reality. All right, Leo. Somebody could be eating steak and potatoes, or broccoli, Brussels sprouts, Somebody eating good. Ulterior motives in the reverse. When did that came out before in the reverse? Didn't it? Could have been Gemini's reading. Loving yourself, marriage vows, feeling trapped, living the dream. So you chose to love yourself, okay, versus jumping into something quickly with someone. I feel like somebody was trying to put the cuffs on you. Y'all remember that example I gave last week, right? Somebody trying to get real close to you, be nice to you, sweet and everything, even may buy you a gift, right? So that you can let them get close enough so they can put that handcuff on your ass. Yeah, put that handcuff on you so you can't go nowhere. That's so disgusting. It's so disgusting. Like somebody got to trap a person in order to for them to be with them. I don't get that shit. I don't get that shit. I don't get how somebody can have sex with somebody or desire to, and they hate their guts. You know, it's a thin line between love and hate. That proves it. Okay, done settling. Yeah, it's like somebody has rage towards you, but they also want to fuck your brains out. Mm-hmm. I don't know where somebody sees you at. They just want to throw you up against the wall, you know, rip your clothes off, you know, and don't give a shit that nobody's around, even though they give a shit about what people think. So this is obviously a fantasy, you know, that somebody's having, but they wouldn't, you know, this wouldn't be nothing they do in real life, you know, too scary, too worried about what somebody has to say about what they're doing. Okay, someone new, emotional safety, infatuation. There is somebody new that has an infatuation with you that feels safe with you. Okay, someone new, whether you know of them or not yet. Okay, mixed signals. I'm taking that as you don't know who this person is yet. Okay, for some of you, got power couple. Thank God that came out. Mixed signals. So for some of you, two of you haven't met yet. Okay, or one of you know of the other one, but not vice versa. Somebody at a distance gave you mixed signals. Okay, this could be somebody online as well. Yeah, be careful with long distance relationships. I'm not saying they can't work, you know what I'm saying, but I'm saying be careful. Just be careful with them. You know, if a person, especially if a person is in a different state, different country, they'll think that, you know, oh, I can do whatever I want. How in the hell will they know what I'm doing? All like I could just tell them this and that, and they'll just believe me. You know, they'll just believe me, because how would they know? I'm way over here. I'm 3,000 miles away. How would they know? And if they do say something, I'll deny it. I'll just deny, act like they're crazy, you know. Crazy. People will rather exert all of their energy and others doing the wrong thing, doing the hateful shit, the sneaky shit. They put all that energy into doing what is required of them, they would be somewhere. They'd be somewhere right now. Right now. Wouldn't be having this conversation. Or at least not with them or about them. All right, but anyway, Leo, let's see what's up. Let's see what's up. There's a famous person crying over you. Okay, I don't know. You was connected to somebody that's, you know, popular in that way. For somebody, I could literally be talking to one person. Okay, whoever this person is that was cocky, arrogant, they thought that their status was something that what you needed to grovel, or you know, they had the pick of the litter. Okay, it seems to me that you know, that litter's got shit in it. You know, like kitty litter. Get it? Okay. You know, just a little bit. Yeah, that litter's got shit in it. You know, so you can feel this person's energy, like heavily. I feel like you deflated somebody's ego. Somebody thought that because they had money or status or they were popular that, ugh. That's why, and that's why I don't see famous people other than any other way. They're a human being. Give a fuck if they on TV, a music video, what, you know, they just as fucked up or even more. Okay, you know, their status don't make them a human being. I'll tell you that shit. Okay, the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. Okay, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The Knight of Swords. So somebody's defending their singlehood. Devil, Seven of Wands, Strength. Okay, the King of Wands. I'm so sick of seeing this damn King of Wands, boy. Why don't he just get a clue and go the hell away? Like, nobody wants him. Well, you don't. Nobody of the divine. Or her. They're trying to interrupt your strength or block your strength. It's given Delilah, Samson and Delilah. You know, somebody trying to find out where your power comes from so that they can usurp it. Hmm. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, the Fool, the damn King of Wands. Boy, I tell you. But I tell you what, somebody can be from the South. The Sun, Leo, Aries. So somebody going back to it, somebody got something, somebody's mad at somebody for telling them something. Somebody told somebody something that wasn't true. And they're going back to fact check, or they went to fact check, or they found something out either by the hard way or by looking at something themselves. Okay, could be both. All right, but now they're going back and they're saying something to this King of Wands, Four of Wands. Damn, damn. Can I get the card? Let me pick it up. Good God. Temperance and the Ten of Swords. It was in the reverse. It went in reverse, but it came out upright first. So somebody has no peace, okay? Somebody feels destroyed. Somebody feels wrecked. Somebody feels like they put themselves in harm's way, or they allowed someone to talk them into putting themselves in harm's way. So somebody allows, other grown men or women to tell them what to do, and they do it like a puppy. Yeah, so now they're whimpering like a puppy. You know, come get your dog. Come get your dog. Four of Swords. Motherfucker Roman. Somebody's name could be Roman. Somebody could be roaming. The Five of Cups. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Somebody's crying. Okay, somebody's having an emotional breakdown in a home. Somebody's pacing back and forth, hitting themselves in the head or something. When somebody gets frustrated, somebody could do self-harm. Somebody beats themselves up, okay, internally and externally. Like somebody will bang their head against the wall too. Like somebody gets so frustrated and angry. You know how some children do that, right? They don't know how to express what they're feeling. At least I've seen some children do that before, right? And I've helped raise a lot of kids, But I believe it's them not knowing how to express what they're feeling, right? So it leads into self-harm. You ever seen a little kid hit themselves because they're frustrated, right? Makes me sad. But yeah, that's what I'm getting. But somebody does that as an adult. Somebody can be a cutter. Somebody can cut themselves. Queen of Cups. It's giving me Brandy or Lynn Whitfield, who played Brandy on The Thin Line Between Love and Hate. Remember, she put the oranges in the stockings and she started beating her own ass with it, and then lied and said that Darnell did it, Martin, and called him to the hospital. Said it was somebody else in the hospital. When he got there, he got arrested. So something about a setup. Somebody could have either gotten beat up somewhere else, or somebody could have did something to themselves to say that you did it. Five of Pentacles. Somebody be I just heard Tupac say RAPING. The Ace of Swords. Okay, so what I was thinking. So somebody's mother out here. So the truth is seen about a mother figure. This could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The truth is seen about this person, or there's clarity about this person. Okay, something. They're grieving. It's like they're grieving your death, but you're not dead. The Nine of Cups sideways. Somebody will never see their mother again in this life. Somebody will never see their father again in this life. If I'm talking to you, and you know who I'm talking about, whether it's your mother or father, yeah, you will, or both. You won't ever interact with them ever again in this life. They know that, but they're the cause of that. So the truth about their intentions is seen. It's out. Okay, Ace of Pentacles. You know, they chose money over you. You know, they chose things, toys, trinkets. Dick. Okay, vagina. They chose that over you. The Page of Swords. Ace of Wands. What I say? Somebody's a dick connoisseur. Ain't nothing wrong with that, but it's constantly. Like somebody constantly gets trains ran on them. Like constantly. Like, oh shit. The Sun, the Knight of Wands, the Ten of Wands. I would not lie to you. The Eight of Wands. Look at all these dicks out here. Somebody getting a train ran on them. Continuously, consecutively. Over and over and over and over again. Okay? Now, that's none of our business. We don't care. But when it's directed towards you, we got a problem. Because why is you and your group of weirdos all having, orgies thinking about little old you? Nine of Swords, the Sun. And then after they're done, being done on, I guess. After they're done, they feel worse. After they're done, they feel like trash. They feel like garbage. They feel like a whole bunch of people just, did what they did. I'm not going to verbally voice it, okay? You know what it looks like. Okay? You know what it looks like. You're grown. Okay? And I guess before this was some type of consolation prize to them. Oh, I'm getting ran through by all of these men, or I'm the opposite, okay? And now they feel like shit, and now they're feeling some type of way because, you don't do that. No shade to anybody who does, right? It's only a problem when they involve you in it, right? Other than that, do what you do, but watch my shoes, right? The Sun, the Six of Cups, Ace of Cups, the Eight of Wands, the Page of... Somebody, or multiple people, but somebody in particular is a meth user. Specifically. Yeah, somebody sometimes locks themselves in the house or their room or whatever, and they pleasure themselves to you all day. Ace of Wands, Four of Swords, the Sun. King of Wands, Four of Wands, Five of Cups. Yeah, reminiscing about an Ace of Cups. Okay. I don't know, it's like a force or an urge or something like that to come towards you, quickly, okay, to give you congratulations, or give you your flowers and apologize as well. Okay, if somebody feels like you're not going to want to hear that, somebody feels like you're going to believe that they're lying, regardless of if they're telling the truth. They can be telling the truth, but you're always going to believe that they're a liar. So this is somebody who lied constantly. Everything that came out of their mouth was a lie. Okay. And now this liar is regretting the fact that they're a liar. It's the thing about being a liar. Nobody's going to believe you. You can get over it in the moment when you're lying about whatever it is, but in the long run, you're going to be exiled. You're going to be left by yourself, because when everybody figures out that you are a liar, amongst other things, they're not going to want to fuck with you. They're not going to want to fuck with you. You might have to move to a whole nother county, country, state, whatever. Whoever I'm talking to, yeah, they're not going to want to fuck with you. And I feel like that's what's going on right now. Yeah, that's what's going on right now. Let me cut this. Gang, gang, gang. All right, let's look up in here. Them lips be moving, all right. Them lips be moving, all right. You know? All right, so we got a foreclosed property, okay, or this could be somebody that's being kicked off of a property, a repossession of a property, okay, a property turned over, some land. Got Friday in the reverse, okay, Saturday in the upright. So something could have occurred last Friday with this property, okay, something could be coming up this Saturday concerning this property. We got a playgirl in the reverse, playboy in the upright, so let me see. 444 you could be seeing, okay, 555. So 444 in the reverse for this person is giving me they don't have protection. They don't have protection. Something's changing. Okay, we got outside in the reverse, underestimated. So some of you guys could have caught somebody driving outside your house or something like that, driving through your neighborhood last Friday. Somebody could have also tried to break into somebody's house. Yeah, they did. Somebody be in college. It's gonna be somebody you went to high school with, grew up with. Okay, it doesn't have to be. Okay, somebody with hazel eyes could be suicidal because of some type of homicide that occurred. Okay, that they're a part of or that they know about. New England can be significant. Somebody plays for the Patriots. Okay, Oklahoma in the reverse. Somebody's an NFL player. Somebody plays for the Patriots. Okay, slave in the reverse. One more. I'm free at last. Virginia. Public expression in the reverse. So I feel like the apology, I feel like I feel like whatever somebody wants to say or do, or, you know, to make up something, you know, it needs to be as loud as the disrespect was. As a matter of fact, it needs to be louder than the disrespect was. You know, somebody can't come and creep to you and, you know, I don't want nobody to see me apologize. I'm sorry. You know, don't tell nobody. You know, I got a reputation to keep. I'm supposed to be tough. I'm supposed to be an asshole, a dickhead. You know, you know, please don't tell nobody. This is the type of person that will beg you not to tell the truth on account of them. They'll do anything for you not to tell the truth, and I do mean anything. He just said slaves. So I don't know. Something could be being found out about. There's something going on in Virginia, Oklahoma, New England. I believe all of these places are near each other on the United States map. I don't mean New England. I mean England, like, you know, overseas. I mean New England in the States. Oklahoma, New England, Virginia. Okay, there could be some type of enslavement going on. I don't know, on private properties. Okay, on parts of land where, you know, nobody goes, right? You know, people don't drive through. Something is not. These could be little sundown towns. Okay, it's giving me Antebellum. The movie Antebellum. You know, about the Antebellum South. They didn't make that movie for no reason. You know, it wasn't for you know, our entertainment. I believe that for a while, that there are still people enslaved. There's people enslaved somewhere, okay, that don't even know what's going on the outside world. Like, just imagine that, being enslaved somewhere, tucked way back on a plantation somewhere, right, cut off from the rest of the world. You don't know that there's, television. You don't know that there, has been advancements in technology. You don't know, you know what I'm saying? Nothing. Nothing. Okay, this is going on somewhere. I promise you it is. It's going on somewhere. And I feel like it's gonna surface. I feel like it's gonna be on the internet. We're gonna find out about something like I just described. It's gonna be all over the internet. Ugh. Seventh house in reverse, Libra. Yep, better be careful by Sparkle. So there's some type of man-made disease or sickness, or it's giving a type of warfare. Okay, there's coming a type of warfare. Okay, and it has to do with I don't know, something could be a pathogen or something like that, or they're creating it right now, like as I'm speaking. Scientists. Pandemic. Pandemic. So there could be another pandemic approaching. Okay, goodness. You know the first one was a test run. We know that. See how many people you can get to do what you say, what the president or what the government says. How many people can we fearmonger and get them to take this. How can we fearmonger them to get them to take this, to make them feel like it's life or death if they don't take this? All right, current. The moon. Somebody's in their feelings. Okay. Cancer. Pisces. Ten of Cups. Somebody's relatives can be in their feelings. Okay. King of Wands, the Fool, Knight of Swords, Ace of Swords, Justice. This King of Wands wants to attack the truth that you're speaking, or they have something to say about it, or I don't know, they could watch you, and every time you say something, every time you speak something, which is the truth, they got something to say back to you, right? But not to you. It's through the screen, right? You can't, well, you can probably see them if you're a high priestess, right? Man or woman. But they would never be so bold as to, pop off in your face, right? Because they know they would look silly, like an idiot, okay? Because they know what they're doing or what they've been doing is fucked up as it is, so they're kind of stuck. Gang banging from the keyboard. Keyboard gangster. They're going through karma, okay, or something's fair. Confirmation. Whatever they're going through is fair. More than fair. Knight of Cups. The Queen of Cups. Some family member could want to. It's giving me sucking up. Pause. Okay. Justice. The Five of Cups. Yeah, there's a family member that wants to suck up to you. You got your back turned towards them. Okay. There could be like a romantic gesture here given. Okay. Some type of compliments or profession of feelings for another person. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. The Sun. So you could have had questions about something, okay? Or I hate when that comes out like that. Wait, 3 of Wands, Strength, Justice, Ace of Swords, Knight of Swords. Oh, there's a Queen of Cups out here that's seeing that they got bad luck because they refuse to stop clinging to control. Okay. trying to induce or cause some unwelcome changes or delays. Okay, so they're going through these unwelcome changes or delays. Cancer, Leo. That's okay. You don't have to believe that somebody has spiritual gifts. Your ass is still gonna get called out. Yeah, your ass is still gonna be met in the way. Your ass is still not gonna be able to go through with whatever it is that you keep thinking that you can go through with. You know, be delusional all you want to. The proof is in the pudding. It says more about you than it does anybody else. Okay, or the person who you're deeming to be, you know, crazy when really you're the fucking whack job. Somebody crazy and they know they crazy. They know they crazy. King of Wands. Yeah, this King of Wands wants to stand in front of this Knight of Cups offer. Seven of Cups in the reverse, the Ten of Swords. Yeah, somebody's not confused about you. Okay, somebody's family could have been trying to confuse them about you. You know, saying this and, you know, Seven of Cups, saying this and that and this and that. You know what I'm saying? They don't even know you. They don't know you. They don't know you. You know, so anybody that would listen to gossip, you know, from people who don't know you, even from people who think that they know you. I don't give a shit if they're your family members. You're not being asked these things. So if somebody takes this as a gospel truth, it means something in them wanted to believe that. Something in them wanted to believe what they were told about you. So they did. And now they're dealing with the consequences. And this idiot here thinks that he can stand in front of each love offer that comes towards you with a down low ass. Don't make me, please, don't make me get off in your ass today. Don't make me do it. Death. Oh, this motherfucker tried to take you out. So this bitch tried to take you out because you don't want them. Because you don't want to be with them. And they're on the fucking down low. This type of masculine who needs his ass whooped. Okay, this could be somebody who's very well built, you know, muscular, you know, very stacked. Okay, I feel like it's a defense mechanism. I really do. I feel like somebody's a cupcake. You know, they're a fluff. You know, they can be deflated. Ten of Pentacles, BC and 1010. Okay, something is coming out of nowhere. All right, finances, a payday, an increase financially. The Emperor. This could be happening for an emperor as well, okay? Or I could be talking to an emperor. The Fool in the reverse, the Five of Cups. There could be an emperor that took some type of reckless move with their finances. The Five of Swords, okay? Or took some type of reckless move concerning finances. But there's some type of confusion that's cleared up. This person could have worked with a family, okay? Or this person could be like the patriarch of a family. They were moving in secret. Whatever they were doing it in secret. So somebody's a coward. Six of Pentacles. I don't give a shit if they are in this Emperor energy. Somebody's cowardly. You know, they have other people do their dirty work. Six of Swords reverse. It reminds me of Saul. I was just thinking about that before I got up here. It reminds me of Saul. Like Saul, if y'all seen the House of David, right? Like watching that thing, watching that show, like it pissed me off every time Saul came on screen. Like he was so, you know, with, you know, respect, but he was so arrogant. He was so prideful. Like Samuel took the anointing away from Saul, right? Okay, because he had already anointed, or he took the anointing away from Saul. He anointed David to be king, right? The whole time, Saul is trying to lord over Samuel when Samuel don't serve nobody but the Most High, right? Trying to lord over Samuel, telling Samuel that, oh, I'm going to keep you prisoner until you come to the conclusion that you're going to anoint me again. Even though God didn't say to anoint me again. You know, since I'm king, I say you're going to anoint me again. The hell with what, you know, the Most High says. like out of his mind. You know what I'm saying? Type person that don't even hear themselves. If they listen to themselves say what they say, really listen to it, they will hear how crazy they sound, how delusional they sound. All through that show, every time David mentioned the power of the Most High, people overlooked that or overspoke that and blamed David for the things that were happening, knowing damn well God is the ultimate. But they want to look over that. No, we don't want to. No, we're gonna be mad at you. We're gonna try to kill you. We're gonna chase you. Yeah, we know a God. We know God anointed you. Like it's what's the word? Holy Spirit. Oh, someone took my tongue. Not folly. Gave them over to not lasciviousness. A reprobate mind. Thank you, Holy Spirit. A reprobate mind. Okay, that doesn't know up from down, left from right. Okay, don't know if they're coming or going. Don't know they asshole from their elbow. Okay, that's who somebody is. Somebody is Saul. They got the spirit of Saul. The Two of Cups. This person's been trying to stop your union, stop your collaboration from behind the scenes. Every time a person comes towards you, this little bitch is in the background on a power trip. The Queen of Wands. Yeah, and they're watching right now too. Yeah, and I'm talking to you. I am. Yeah, you are. You're being a little bitch. And you've been being a little bitch for the longest time. Mm-hmm. Claim that you're a leader, claim that you're a man or a woman, whatever you are. Okay, you're not, actually. Whatever you claiming that you are, you're not. And you know you're not. You know you're not, and your punk ass card is being pulled. Somebody thought that they can put a whole bunch of people in front of them, you know what I'm saying, and do what they were doing from behind these people, so that these people will be hit, these people will be touched, not them. No, your spirit team is going up to wherever they are and dragging their ass out, dragging them out for all to see. The Three of Wands. Queen of Pentacles. Somebody could be waiting for somebody's arrival. Somebody could be feeling sad because somebody didn't run. So you're missing somebody. So be somebody who played with you, who tried to get you to chase them, or who tried to hook you emotionally. Instead, they're going through the emotional, plunges because you continued on doing whatever it is that you were doing, going in the direction that you were going in. I don't know why somebody thought that they were going to just abruptly stop you, or, oh my God, somebody took my number and they didn't call me and I'm just so broken up about it, and I don't know what to do with myself. I'm gonna die because somebody didn't call me. These people be so fucking so serious about it too, so serious. I don't know I don't know which one they're talking about, but my spirit guide is tired of somebody. My spirit guide is tired of somebody. Five of Pentacles. Somebody may end up homeless. Whoever I'm talking about, that my spirit guide is tired of, annoyed of. Somebody's about to be on the streets. Somebody who's been trying to attach to your royalty, your royal energy. Okay, a sister, a brother can be significant. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay, Scorpio, Ten of Wands in the reverse. The Knight of Wands. The Hermit. This King of Wands has had sexual relations with this Queen of Cups. Especially if this is somebody's mama. I don't know, somebody's mama's just a hoe. It's just a tramp. Mm-hmm. They made sure they slept with all of your potential past people. Mm-hmm. Every last one of them. A sister could be out here too. A brother even as well. A lot of down low energy out here, men and women. It's like okay if they do it behind the scenes and they keep it secret and they act like they don't do it, But they don't like it when shit's out on Front Street. But they like to condemn other people who are comfortable with themselves. They're hypocrites. Knight of Swords in reverse. Yeah, somebody's spazzing out. Somebody could be breaking shit. Okay, having like a meltdown or something like that. Somebody could be trying to get thrown into SEG. Somebody's locked up. Somebody's trying to get thrown into SEG. Page of Pentacles. The Artist. Because somebody's being extorted. The Hangman. Somebody's being extorted. If they're locked up now, they're being extorted. If they're not locked up yet, they're on their way there, and they're going to be extorted. They're going to be a hoe. You know, they're going to be pimped out in prison. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. I promise you they are. Hangman and Tower. They're going to be somebody's bitch in prison. They are. And this could be somebody who thought that they was a, you know, a gangster, you know, a G, a thug, somebody. Jaws open on the floor and back blown out. That's where they gonna be. That's where they gonna be. You know, hold on to my pocket, you know, a little bit. Hold on to my pocket a little bit. Yeah. Hold on to my pocket a little bit. Don't look at nobody. Don't talk to nobody. Put that Kool-Aid on your lips. Give me a kiss. Mark my words. I promise you. Every word that I just said. I promise you. I promise you. Everything that someone thought that they were towards you or tried to enact towards you or other people, they are going to be somebody's bitch. Man or woman. Hold on, y'all. Okay, my bad. That sounded kind of close, didn't it? Sounded like somebody was standing right next to me, didn't it? Somebody outside. All right. Near future, spirit. Something could be reserved for someone. Okay, this could be a booking or something like that. Somebody could have booked something and reserved it ahead of time. The Eight of Swords. I'm telling you, somebody's in jail, man, or in prison, or they're on their way. The Emperor, the Empress, Judgment. Look like you and somebody are about to make a decision together. The same decision together. Death, Six of Swords. Yeah, you and somebody are about to, I don't know, board a flight or a boat. You're going somewhere. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. The Six of Wands. Something's a secure victory. Okay, something is. You could be experiencing some type of, I don't know, Eight of Swords energy. Okay, but you're not showing that. Okay, you're still in this Six of Wands, this victorious energy. Okay, but there's some type of, I feel like it's a battle. I feel like someone's trying to force itself in. Death, Judgment, the Empress, the Emperor. Okay, the Ten of Cups. So yeah, it don't seem like this Emperor is gonna separate from you, or you from them. Okay, because y'all just came out together again. Okay, just in opposite positions. Yeah, I'm hearing a trumpet blast. I'm hearing, brr, brr, you know the trumpet, brr, brr, like that's what I'm hearing, real loud. So a go signal, okay, or the activation of something, okay, the it's like the horse race is coming out of the gate, right? Kind of like that, and they're off. I don't know. Somebody could like the horse races. Okay, Page of Pentacles. There could be somebody who is popular, somebody who is in the spotlight that wants to invest somehow, okay, or they want to put in or add to something that you do. The Knight of Cups, who could just so happen to have romantic feelings for some of you. Somebody could love what you do. The Emperor, the Eight of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, the Devil, the Seven of Wands. So somebody's trying to stand in front of this stand in this emperor's way. Somebody could be demonizing something that you do, especially if you're a tarot reader. Somebody's trying, they're a devil worshiper. They ain't talking to who they think they talking to. They're talking to demons. No, bitch. Okay, no, we're not. Does our life not exemplify, who we be talking to? Our life. Does it not exemplify who we're talking to? Is there an evil energy that you pick up on when you look at us, when you're in our presence? If something doesn't make sense, it's probably because there's holes in it. You know? Somebody could have passed away. Somebody's uncle. Rest in peace. Okay. Or somebody's uncle's gonna pass away. Okay, this could be an evil uncle. This could be an uncle that never liked you. That always had a problem with you. Okay, especially if you are I don't want to keep using the LGBTQ, but especially if you are sexually fluid, right? If you are, people work differently. You know what I'm saying? People's brains work differently, people's bodies. Okay, some of you can be a sapiosexual. Some of you guys can be attracted to intellect, right? You're not attracted to a dumb mother, right? Okay, so you're attracted to intellect for a lot of you. Substance. You're attracted to substance. Something you can do something with. Many things with. The Wheel of Fortune. Okay, I feel like this Emperor is, and I don't want to say it like, like you need saving or anything, because you don't, right? But somebody wants to change your life because they have the power to do so. The King of Pentacles. So your person could be Emperor, King of Pentacles. This person has the power to change your life and they want to. You deserve that. That's what they feel like. It's what they know. Excuse me, my bad. They just corrected me. This Emperor said is what they know. They know you deserve more, better, the best. Strength. Okay, and they're gonna make sure that you receive that you're treated that way. I like this person already. The World. Yeah, and they don't give a what the world has to say about it. The Chariot, the world, they will run the world over. If the world got something to say, they get in front of me. Stand in front of me so I can run you over. Let's squash that right now. Let's let's kill that noise. Leo, Aries, Temperance, Sagittarius. Oh. Somebody's like the strong silent type. Somebody likes to observe. Somebody listens a lot. Okay, but somebody will bust your ass. Not you, but somebody will bust somebody's ass. So somebody likes when people take their kindness for weakness. They like it. Not to the sense that they put themselves in situations, no. But when somebody does try them, oh, they enjoy putting them in their place. Or they enjoy bursting their bubble, sending them through an ego death. The high priestess, you guys can share in that sentiment. Okay, high priestess, the world. Ten of swords, the sun. The nine of cups. Yeah, I feel like if you're this high priestess, you're showing the world who they are or who they've been, who they are supposed to become. And there's a lot of people that are not liking what you're saying. They're not liking what you're showing them. They're pissed off at you because you're holding a mirror up to their face. She's shallow. You hear what he just said? These people are shallow. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. These people would just as well stay in darkness and be satisfied. Not really satisfied, but they're too scared of change. They're yeah, somebody's afraid of change. Seven of Pentacles. The Sun. Somebody could be wondering if a child is theirs. Waiting for the paternity, either a paternity test or waiting for a child to be born so that they can take a paternity test. I don't know if they have paternity tests when mothers are still pregnant. I don't know if they do, but I mean, you would think that we've advanced that far, but I don't know. Okay, the Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, the World, the High Priest. Damn, somebody is the shit. Whoever this is. Okay, Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, the World, the High Priestess. You can have a mother and a sister watching you. Something about them trying to figure out something. So if you are a reader or an intuitive or something like that, they're trying to figure something out, but you're not giving it to them. Two of Swords. You're not giving to them what they're trying to figure out. Pocket watching you, trying to figure out if you've received something yet. Whether that's finances or an offer of some sort. Five of Cups. Somebody cannot compare or challenge your strength. So they're crying over it. Okay, they're sad, they're depressed. All right. Who cares? Nobody twisted their fucking arm and told them to ruin their life in the attempt of trying to ruin yours. The King of Swords. Somebody could feel like something's over. Somebody could feel like they're caught up. Okay, there's an investigator out here, the Nine of Swords. Okay, or there could be Two of Cups. So a King of Swords could be in mental distress because I feel like their energy I'm picking up on, I feel like they're worried about somebody getting to you first or them not being able to tell you how they feel about you. Whoever this is. The Three of Wands. Yeah. You can be a distance from this person watches you at a distance. Okay, whether it's a great distance or, across the street. King of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, the Ten of Cups. Okay, so the last read, there was what, 3 people? 3 masculines or feminines that are potential options for you. These are 2 of them. Matter of fact, no, there's 3. They're all 3 out here. All 3 of them are out here. The Emperor, the King of Swords, and the King of Pentacles. The Ten of Cups. Ten of Wands, the Queen of Swords. Somebody could choke. Somebody could choke on something. Somebody have to do the receive the Heimlich maneuver or something like that. What's up with this King of Pentacles? This King of Pentacles is working hard or on something, or paying great detail, paying great attention and detail to some type of clarity that they have, or bringing some type of clarity. Three of Cups. I ain't gonna take all these too many. Three of Cups, the King of Cups, the Four of Cups. There's a King of Cups trying to drown themselves in I don't know, liquor, booze, whatever, sex. Trying to forget about you, or trying that ain't going. You ain't never be able to be forgotten about. They're trying to drown themselves because you rejected them. So they rejected you in hopes that you would feel the way that they're feeling now, but they feel that way because you don't give them. You don't. So I don't know who somebody thought that you were, but that's what they get. They don't know you. They don't know you. They should feel stupid. Come out to a perfect stranger thinking that you know this perfect stranger, so you can do whatever you think you're going to do to him. Lo and behold, this stranger's a master at whatever it is that you're trying to do sneakingly. This person's a master at it. Therefore, your foot is in your mouth. And now you want to apologize and say sorry, and you want to do over. No, fuck that. Yeah, fuck that. Yeah, ain't no do-overs. No. Ain't no do-overs. What's that? What is that? What is that? Second chance. What is that? I feel like if somebody will do something once, they'll do it twice. They'll do it 3 times. If you allow it, they will do it. You going back to them is you allowing it. Right? From my experience, people do not learn unless you leave them and you stay gone. And there's no guarantee that they will learn then. Right? It's literally flip of the coin. The Five of Swords. The Four of Pentacles. Somebody feels like they've been secretly released, or you didn't give any notification or anything about you letting someone go, or not being up for something anymore, or down for something no more. The Knight of Cups. Scissors playing. She's a Scorpio, so Scorpio significant. The World, Page of Cups, the Magician, the Hermit, the Moon, Two of Pentacles. What? Give me one going between those two. What? Three of Pentacles. Oh. Okay. You got some reputable Six of Cups. Some reputable people with reputations, good reputations, that have been watching you for some time, that came to the conclusion, or they're coming to the conclusion that they want to, same thing I said over here in the beginning. They want to invest in you, or they want to be a part of something that you're doing. Something about knowing who you belong to, God, who you really come from. Okay, where you really come from. These are people who know that you are who you have shown up to be. I feel like you're manifesting this, and you don't even know it. There's somebody standing in the doorway, like right now, like looking at you, okay, or they're near you, or Six of Cups, Ten of Pentacles. You don't know they're there, whatever that means to you, okay? If it does, Ten of Wands. What's the correlation between the Nine of Wands and the reverse? So somebody's got the evidence they need. Somebody's got the tools that they need to deal with someone. So I feel like somebody's like backed in a corner. Okay, there's nothing they can do about getting themselves out of something. The Eight of Wands, the Lovers, Two of Swords, the Seven of Cups, the Devil. Somebody could have even tried to come back towards you to get in some type of connection or relationship with you. To save themselves from something that they did to you. All right, Spirit. Let's get the last messages and get up out of here. That was the future energy, so let's just get any more random messages that anybody needs. Okay, I ain't gonna say your name. Quit tripping. Don't worry about it. Okay, this famous person, they want you. They desire you. Okay, they're in love with you. I'm not gonna say their name, because I don't know. Somebody could be. There's a lot of download people in the world. Okay, and I feel like this is a man or a woman, preferably a man. Okay, that likes another man. Who's up and coming. But somebody is worried about if their career will take a blow because of who they desire emotionally. Somebody is afraid that their career will plummet. Why? I mean, I know why, right? I can see why, but don't you know that, if the gay community stops supporting everybody that they support, do you know that nobody would be supported? Nobody. No one. You don't know who's gay or not, or who likes what or not, regardless of what people show you or, show other people, they do what they do in secret, right? They'll still check the box if nobody knows that they're the ones checking the box, if you get what I'm saying. So somebody knows that you two will be a power couple together, but they're worried about the industry lowballing them. So somebody trusts man over God. They put more, hope and faith in man than they do the Most High God. So I don't feel like you don't need to be anywhere near this person anyway. Their faith is in man. Money. Hoes. The bros. Clothes. I don't know, somebody could be a rapper or a singer or something. I wasn't trying to rhyme or nothing. Queen of Pentacles. All right, last message. Five of Cups. Yes, look, somebody is ashamed. They're ashamed of what they desire. Because of what other people say. In the same industry they in, these are the same people doing the disgusting, wicked shit behind the scenes. They're worried about being judged by these people. So somebody could be a puppet. Now, I'm just saying, somebody could be an industry puppet. This could be one of your favorite movie stars. Your favorite artist. One that you would not think is that way. One that you would not think is controlled by the machine. But they are. Because money. Money. Clout. The fool. Sideways. Instead of having faith that the Most High is all powerful. Give a damn if Lucifer is over the music industry. Or movies or film. It doesn't matter. How big is your faith? If your faith is, well, really, depends, right? Because you can have the faith of the mustard seed, right? But how big is somebody's belief? Obviously, it's not big enough to move on their own, make their own decisions. The Wheel of Fortune, the Three of Wands, the Four of Wands, the Three of Pentacles. All right, we're going to wrap it up on this. No Jumper. Somebody could get interviewed. No Jumper could want to interview somebody. If y'all know that podcast. I don't too much like No Jumper. What you call it? Let me keep my opinion to myself. Okay. Three cups. So there's a sister out here who is crying, feeling depressed. Okay, they want you to accept their apology. Like this bitch could have slept with your exes. Okay, or if it's a brother could have slept with your ex. Like this somebody's delusional here. Okay, somebody crazy. You know, leave them where they at. Uh, somebody put their foot in their mouth. That's what I feel like they're going through right now. Somebody put their foot in their mouth. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Yeah, now they want to be saved. Now they want help. Okay. Somebody's a hoe and tried to turn, they wanted to be turned into a housewife. Or at least on the exterior, they wanted to look like they were a housewife, but really they're a tramp. It looks to me like they're by themselves. Yeah, they've fallen short when it comes to something. Destiny's kicked in, okay, or divine time has kicked in. Okay, this side is dark and gloomy. Okay, rainy. Storms and hurricanes and shit. This side, it's birds chirping. The sun's out. Flowers are blooming. Things are growing constantly. Okay, so you got a celebration coming up. This could be like I don't know, an invite to like I don't want to say party. That's so basic. An event, some type of event for somebody. Okay. This could be at a home or even a convention center or something, or like a hall or something. Somebody could be I don't know, dream girls. I mean, the dream girls. Somebody could be in a music group. King of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, the Six of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, the Hangman. Somebody can't wait to sit down with you and just like have deep conversations, like have debates. Somebody wants to do the Great Debaters could be somebody's favorite movie or something like that, or one of them. But somebody wants to debate with you. I don't mean argue, but debate. Somebody wants the healthy banter back and forth. They want to pick your brain, right? And you to pick theirs. They want to learn. They want you two to learn from each other. Like somebody's excited about learning from one another. Yeah, somebody got a problem with their sexual organs too. Somebody can't keep it in their pants. But, the usual. I'm going to leave it there, beloved. Anything else, spirit advice? Knight of Wands, King of Pentacles. Here they come. The Emperor. The Four of Pentacles. The Lovers. Again, there's three masculines out here. Could be a fourth. They're all like top dogs, whoever they are. And one of them is a younger one. Obviously, the Knight. Whether they're men or women, okay? Lovers, the High Priestess. These are all all these people are coming towards you. May the best man or woman win. Okay. You got one knight out here. The rest, these two are kings, and that's one's an emperor. Okay. Three of these people are very seasoned when it comes to experience, when it comes to the world. They're all established. They've all established themselves at certain levels. Okay. That Knight of Wands may be in and out. All right, but you probably not won't be looking towards him anyway. If you got three people who are kind of like above their level, that are above their level. All right, but your choice. All right, I'm gonna leave it there, beloved. That is your read. Okay, I hope y'all enjoyed that. I love y'all. Y'all know this. You can donate to the channel with a personal info below the video. All right, in the description section. Okay. If you purchase a reading today, expect it within the next 2 days. Okay. I don't. My list ain't stacked right now, so it'll be a confirmation. It'll be a quicker return. All right. Yeah, and that's it. Stay on your spiritual cleansing. All right. Keep your energy cleansed. Keep doing your shadow work when it occurs, right? When it arrives, when it shows itself. Yeah, you hear what he said? I know they want this big. Yeah, don't. I don't care how piping somebody is. Okay, I don't care if it got a curve to it. Okay, or if this is if this is smooth as a slip and slide. I don't care. Do not. Okay, do not. I repeat, do not entertain this motherfucker. Okay, somebody gonna show up with they in hand. Throwing it over their shoulder, looking at you, just waiting for you to break down. You, yeah. Let me, what, you're not looking. Don't get caught up in that shit, okay? Ain't there ain't a dick good enough, okay? There ain't a yoni good enough. All right, so be careful with that. I don't feel like I gotta tell you, but be careful with it. Yeah, I cut the deck, Ace of Swords. Be careful with that. Let's not act like it's not easy to get caught up in your passions, right? Okay, especially if something's right in front of you, right? But we're gonna need you to fight that. All right, we're gonna need you to, man or woman, whoever I'm talking to, we're gonna need you to fight that. Okay, we're gonna need you to fight that. Yeah, somebody's thinking having flashes and shit. Don't allow yourself to do that. Okay, that's what breaks you down. You know what I'm saying? That's what somebody wants you to do. They want you to, especially if you slept with somebody before. Yeah, they want you to get them little instances. The memories pop back up. Ooh, you kind of feel it again. Ooh. Don't get caught up in that. I love y'all, beloved. I'll holler at y'all later. Be easy. Stay safe. Stay prayed up.